Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Thursday, March 31st, 2022. And we begin with a remarkable discovery from deep in the cosmos. The Hubble telescope has spotted the oldest and farthest star ever seen. Scientists believe it dates back 12.9 billion years, almost as old as the universe itself. They also say it's enormous, possibly 50 times the mass of our sun. At the heart of the find is a graduate student from Johns Hopkins University, who's nicknamed it Earendel, Old English for morning star. Astronomers reportedly intend to make it one of the first targets for Hubble's successor, the newly launched and much improved James Webb Space Telescope, which is expected to be operational this summer. Will Smith was asked to leave the Oscars Sunday night, but refused. That, according to the Academy of Motion Arts, which released a statement yesterday saying it has begun formal disciplinary hearings against the actor for violating its code of conduct. Mr. Smith is allowed to submit a written statement in his defense, but his fate will be determined at the organization's board meeting on April 18th. The Academy also admitted that it could have handled the situation differently and addressed Chris Rock directly, saying, "Mr. Rock, we apologize to you for what you experienced on our stage and thank you for your resilience in that moment. We also apologize to our nominees, guests, and viewers for what transpired during what should have been a celebratory event." Last night, Chris sort of broke his silence on the slap. After a wild 2-minute standing ovation at a club in Boston, the comedian told the crowd their support made him misty, and he was still processing what happened, but at some point, we'll be ready to talk about it. President Biden rolled up his sleeve yesterday to get his second COVID booster shot live on TV, just moments after updating Americans on the state of the pandemic. As Mr. Biden tries to get more money from Congress to manage the virus, he announced the rollout of a new website, covid.gov. It's to be a one-stop shop where the public can find information on vaccines and treatment, plus order free masks and at-home tests. Also on the president's agenda, a nearly 1-hour phone call with Ukraine's president, during which Mr. Biden pledged another $500 million to help Mr. Zelensky's war-torn country. On Tuesday night, musicians Ed Sheeran, Camila Cabello, and others performing in the live Concert for Ukraine fundraiser collected more than $14 million for humanitarian aid like food, water, clothes, and housing. The Supreme Court is one step closer to welcoming its first black female justice. Yesterday, Senator Susan Collins of Maine became the first Republican to say she'll support Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's historic nomination if and when it makes it to the Senate floor. First, though, Judge Jackson needs to get through the Senate Judiciary Committee, which is scheduled to vote on Monday. There are 22 members on it, 11 Democrats, 11 Republicans. If there's a tie, as expected, Senator Dick Durbin says that might delay but won't derail a final vote by the full Senate in early April. In sports news, an NFL shocker. Just weeks after Tom Brady stunned the sports world by returning to the Buccaneers, comes word that his old coach won't be coaching. Bruce Arians will move to a front office job and Ted Bowles will take over. Less of a shock, the head coach of March Madness's Cinderella team is on the move. Shaheen Holloway is leaving St. Peter's in Jersey City, New Jersey, to take the top job a few miles away at Seton Hall in South Orange. That campus is near and dear to him. Back in the day, he played there, then went on to be an assistant coach. Final Four for the men tips off Saturday. The women take the court tomorrow. Talk about fast food. Shoppers in one New Jersey mall are getting their first taste of a hamburger cooked completely inside a vending machine. Known as the world's first burger robot in a box, RoboBurger allows customers to order via touchscreen and after about 6 minutes delivers a freshly made-to-order burger complete with toasted bun for $6.99. More than 16 years of research and development went into the invention, which is equipped with safety measures to ensure proper health standards. If all goes well, the founders plan to expand their business to other malls, colleges, and hospitals around the U.S. That's it for KidNuz. Now, our KidNuz quiz. Astronomers say the oldest star ever seen is how old? 12.9 billion years. What Republican senator says she'll vote to confirm Supreme Court nominee Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson? Susan Collins of Maine. The Academy says Will Smith refused to do what? Leave the award ceremony. A vending machine at a New Jersey mall is cooking up what fast food item? Burgers. In today's KidNuz Kicker, once again, this year's Cadbury bunny isn't a bunny, it's a dog. Annie Rose, an English doodle and registered therapy dog from Ohio, took the grand prize and will appear as the company's spokesbunny in its Easter campaign. The annual contest is open to all types of animals. Among this year's finalists, a llama, hedgehog, possum, and a bearded dragon. In addition to bragging rights and starring in her own TV commercial, Annie Rose will get her paws on a $5,000 prize. Before we go, a big KidNuz shout-out for our terrific teachers and their students. Mrs. Prescott's Peeps at Glenmore Elementary in Fremont, California. Mrs. Frederick at Hillsborough Elementary in Hillsborough, Wisconsin. Mrs. Whitworth at Putnam County R1 in Unionville, Missouri. Ms. Bawanapane at Linden Steam Academy in Malden, Massachusetts. And to Ms. Connie Thibodeau at Dutchtown High School in Geismar, Louisiana. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We hope you tune in for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.